Hi, everyone. Thanks for watching this interview, and thank you, Joey, for allowing me your space, for your channel, for the trust of having me today, and I'm really thankful. So, thank you.
Ya tú sabes, mi amor. Omar Carrillo, mami. Ya nos pasamos de copa y la locura te llegó a la mente. Entrada la noche y te noto impaciente. Quieres que yo me pase, que corra todas las pases. Por debajo de la mesa yo te siento muy caliente.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Talk the Talk Spotlight on RGV. My name's Jose Olmeda, and today we have a musician. Now I'm sporting my mustache, very elegant. And the reason for that is because, well, if you must ask, it's because I am the guy asking the questions. So I must ask these questions. So get ready. Please tell us about yourself. Let the audience know, let everybody know who you are, where you come from, and what your plans are.
I am originally, from Roma. I went to school in Roma, but I actually lived in Rio. So I lived in Rio growing up, the whole time there. Um, I don't know why my parents decided to send us to Roma. I think it was because my cousins went to Roma High School or Roma ISD. So it just we just decided to keep going to Roma, and it was actually a really great decision. I enjoyed my time there quite a bit. I formed my first band there, and discovered music while being there. So it was really a great time, and I enjoyed it very much. After graduating high school, I decided to do an undergrad at Texas State University, which I really enjoyed as well. I mean, it was a really beautiful campus. I finished there. I did a few summer festivals, music summer festivals in the summers, and then I graduated and decided to attend Yale University for my master's. So I studied music there as well. I finished. I got offered a fellowship, a music fellowship. So I stayed there for an extra year and did the fellowship. It was a really great time living in New Haven, Connecticut. And when I finished, I moved back to Texas. I worked for a year, and then I moved to Austin, which has been probably the best decision I've ever made in my life. I really love it here. It's a wonderful city. There's a huge number of opportunities. People love our music. Because of the pandemic and quarantine, we were playing so much right before this, and then this happened. So we felt like it was a big break for us, and we were very disappointed and sad to see this happen. But the people that were starting to follow us are still asking when things go back to normal. I mean, are you guys gonna still play and stuff? Because a lot of bands unfortunately are coming apart. um, so but basically, that was the whole journey of Eliud. Right now I'm here and really loving it. So if you guys watching this have never been to Austin, I highly recommend it.
How have you been during this quarantine and with everything that's going on with COVID-19 and this pandemic? How have you been, and what have you been doing to keep yourself healthy and safe?
Obviously following all the safety that has been recommended. Because right now we're working in a remodeling of a home. We've been having to go to many stores like Lowe's, Home Depot. So just making sure we have our mask, always carrying Germix with us, washing or rinsing our hands with Germix, making sure that we are trying to stay virus free. And A lot of people think that, because they talk about the coronavirus, unfortunately people will say, like, I don't care if I get sick, I'm not gonna wear a mask, or I'm gonna still go out. The problem is not that, you guys are gonna get sick. The problem is that we're gonna get the elderly sick, and their immune system, of course, is lower, so they have a bigger chance of getting sick, and having more trouble than us younger, who have a better immune system. So that's a real reason to be careful, and not, try to just go out and do crazy things. So stay at home, really. I mean, it's something very important to do, and hopefully soon we'll be out of this. I want to get out of this. I want to go play live. I want to, grow in my business a little bit more. So please, stay at home.
Who are some of your inspirations in music, and like someone you look up to that you love listening to, growing up or even now?
Because I was, you know, um, classically trained and studied classical music, I listened to a lot of composers in the classical repertoire, because I studied them so much, and they just became part of me and my career. So some of my favorite composers in the classical world are, I'd say, Dmitri Shostakovich is probably my favorite. He's my number one. He's a was a Russian composer during the Soviet Union. I'd say Brahms is another great composer that I listen to his work a lot of the time, and probably the third one, I'd say Tchaikovsky is another great composer. But as far as the music that I write and do, I think probably some of the influences that inspire me are, probably John Mayer. I'd say John Mayer is in the list. Snarky Puppy, I listen to Snarky Puppy quite a bit, and I like Leonel Garcia. He's one of the members of Sin Bandera. His music also just really great lyrics, and he has a great voice. So awesome.
When did you first discover that you had the sound or the voice to be a musician or to be a singer?
So from a very young age, I joined choir. I think seventh grade year was when I first joined. I wasn't sure if I was good or not. I think I just joined because my sister was in choir, so I wanted to be in choir as well because of that. But um, in choir is when I found out. I think that my voice was I mean, I could sing in tune, and I was good at learning parts and lyrics. So ever since then, I just knew that I wanted to do something involving music, not necessarily singing, but I wanted to do something with music, and it all kind of came together. And throughout the years, I mean, people telling me that they like what I do has just given me more reason to stay, keep doing this.
What do you like to do on your free time?
I like to bike. I go biking. I have pets, so if I go walk my dog, or I've actually been getting a lot into doing woodwork. So I've been building like coffee tables, and I built like a bench. So I like to stay busy, especially during this quarantine. I mean, I like to make sure that everything that I'm doing is productive. I've never been a video game person, or anything like that. I mean, sometimes I'll watch Netflix, but pretty much, I mean, I like to do stuff that involves creating or being a creative. So the more, whenever I'm not doing music, I like to spend some time, making crafts. So I think it's something that everyone should explore, and it's fun, and it keeps you busy, and the end result is always really gratifying.
Have you ever heard of RGV Jam Fest? Or did you ever hear about that? You should be a part of the next one. Would you be a part of some kind of music festival here in the RGV?
Um, I don't think I might have heard of Jamfest. I because I haven't been in the RGV in a while. Before living here in Austin, I was in Connecticut, and then I moved to the Valley for a year. But I wasn't doing a lot of stuff down there other than teaching. Um, so I don't think I ever heard of the festival, but I think it'd be something interesting and fun to do. So, I'd definitely keep that. I'd be open to performing for sure, or being involved in any sort of way.
Where can we find your music? For those people who want to listen to your music.
My music, you can find it on. It's all available on all digital platforms. It's on Spotify, iTunes, Deezer, Amazon Music, pretty much anywhere you search. It's on TikTok. So if you actually make a video, you can put some of the songs in the background. So you just search up Eliud, Eliud, and it should pop up there. And there's 2 full albums and 4 singles available there. So yeah, check it out.
I know you play a certain type of music, but my question is, what is your favorite kind of music to listen to? I mean, even though you play this particular type of music, is that the same kind of music you like to listen to? Is that your favorite music, or what kind of music do you like?
Performing wise, I like to perform, because I studied classical music and I still do classical stuff. So part of me, still performs classical music with orchestra, or chamber music or solo. And then the other part of me, does this pop thing or tropical cumbia style. So I have my band, the Eliud Band, and we play everywhere, pretty much in Central Texas, including Austin, Houston, Dallas, San Antonio. We've been quite a bit around the area, and hopefully, wanting to expand a little bit more and play hopefully in other states, and other countries. So, it's those are the 2 parts of me that we perform different types of music.
Tú eres loca, loquita, y si la ropa te quita, quedas hasta mañana, amarrada a mi cama.